Good morning. I know I look great this morning. It's, what time is it? 6:42 in the a.m. and I look like a hot mess, but that's because last night me and my boyfriend accidentally fell asleep at 6 p.m. and so I got about almost 12 hours of sleep. I fell asleep with my makeup on and all that, so this is why I look like this, and see the lovely traces of eyeliner that has slid up my face while sleeping. This video is going to be how I do my foundation. I figured what better time to do this than when I first wake up and I have a full day of things to do ahead of me. So I'm gonna take my hair and put it up into an appropriate hairstyle that doesn't look like I just woke up on the side of the street. Okay. So now I look about 10% better than I just did. I'm going to remove the rest of this makeup that was left over, and then I'm going to go into a little bit of a product review type thing, and then I'll show you guys my foundation routine. Quit touching my butt with your nose, you freak! My bunny Clarence just came up to me. I let her out this morning, so I'm letting her come in the room with me so I know where she's at, and she poked my butt with her nose. That's rude. Alright, so my little product review is going to be of these brushes. I don't really know what they're called. I forgot what they're... Oval Makeup Brush Set. So I got these off of Amazon for about $14.99. I got these for $14.99. They were $59.99, but then there's like a sale or something, so they're only $14.99, you save $45 and prime shipping. Sold by Emax Designs Incorporated. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I just thought I'd bring this up because I see a lot of people using these brushes lately. And they're the kinds that have like 1,012 bristles on them, so they don't even look like they're bristles, they look like sponges. But if you rub your hand over it, it's like the softest thing in the world. I love it. This itself is not $14.99. There's actually a whole bunch of them. I think there's 8 or something. There's 8 of them that come in the pack. This one has some eyeshadow base on it. Whoops. But they have like the super big one for foundation. They have like smaller ones for concealer. They have even smaller ones for other things. They've got these like medium-sized ones for if you're not sure if you want to use a big one for your face. My overall thought of these is that they are so nice. But I'm wondering like what's the big deal with them? Why are they so great? And I honestly think the difference between using these in a beauty blender or an What are you doing? Clarence! What are you doing? So the difference between using one of these and an off-brand sponge or beauty blender, if you get fancy, I don't. I just use an off-brand sponge. If I can get mine out of here. So this is like the off-brand sponge that I usually use, and I mean, it's just like beauty blender, but not. How I think this works, because I know somewhat of science kind of, is I think with all these bristles, it kind of like evenly distributes the foundation throughout your face, while this kind of just smears it on unless you like pat it on. But I don't know, overall I get better coverage with one of these. And it's really soft. Plus, I have problems when I get to my nose that I have such like, I'm sure everybody has a crease right here. I don't know why I think I'm special. There's like this crease right here, and I can never get my beauty blender to go into that crease because it kind of like creates like a bridge over that area, and it doesn't actually go in there unless I really like try to get it in there. So using one of these, it just kind of like pushes into that area. And like these are flexible enough that they kind of push out of the way so they're not creating a bridge. So I'm just going to show you guys my foundation routine, and I'll stop talking about this stuff and you'll just see how it works, and hopefully you guys will enjoy the video and you can subscribe and comment down below anything you want, I guess. The first thing that I'm using is Maybelline Cover Stick Corrector Concealer, or sometimes I like to get fancy and use my NYX HD Concealer in the color green. I'm dropping things. So this is the NYX one, and it is green. Or I can use the Maybelline one. And they they do basically the same thing. The only difference is this is in stick form and this is in more of like a liquid concealer form. So it depends on the day. Sometimes I like using this, sometimes I like using that. Hello. Thank you for being so close to my face while I talk to you. What are you doing out there? So all I'm using this for is to cover up the really red spots on my face, like here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and here. And then I have this weird zit that's like up here and it hurts really, really bad. And then this, and this, and this. If you look at the color wheel, I believe that's what it's called. The green cancels out the red, which is... I'm trying to record here, Bon. She doesn't care at all. What this does is the green actually cancels out the red colors that appear on your face, such as zits, blemishes, all that, and like just natural redness. So it cancels it out to make your skin look more flawless. I'm taking this little tiny bristly brush thing. All I'm doing is taking this and rubbing it over the spots that I put the green to blend them in a little bit more. Now I have some green splotches on my face, so now I'm going to just kind of put on the foundation using the biggest brush of these. And you can use whatever you want. You can use your hands if you want. You can use a beauty blender. You can use one of these things. You can use just a makeup sponge. It's up to you, but I'm personally going to use one of these because I found that they are beyond magical. I'm using the L'Oreal True Match that's completely almost gone now. Light Ivory foundation. I really need to get more of this stuff. I was supposed to get it recently, but I didn't. If you're using one of these, all you have to do is take it and just kind of boop, 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 boop. Okay, that's good for now. So you'll be left with this. What you're gonna do is start smearing it on. And with these, you can use more of like a circular motion. And I've seen people on YouTube videos, not on mine of course, I was looking at other people's videos, but they ask if these leave streaks and if it's streaky and stuff, and my personal answer is no, which is amazing because sometimes the beauty blenders can actually make your makeup a little bit more streaky, but this does not make your makeup streaky at all. I wish I could show you her right now, but she's not going to do anything fun when I point the camera at her. She just came in sprinting out of nowhere. Hey! Guess where she's at right now? Yep, she's in my drawer. She climbed up into this little... Yep, there she is. What are you doing? Get out of my drawer, you freak. Living with a bunny is literally like getting a Christmas present every day. You never know what's going to happen. Oh my gosh. What are you doing? He isn't talking to you. Anyways, as I was saying, this does not leave any streaks on your face. It nicely lays out the foundation. Make sure that you get it back and like over your ear because you don't want to be left with a line right here. I've done that before on accident, and I mean, it was in middle school, but I did use foundation that was too dark for my skin, and as you can tell, I'm not a dark person, so me trying to use like a tan person's foundation was not user-friendly for me. This is what the foundation looks like when it's all, you know, evenly layered out. Make sure you also get underneath your chin too, so you're not left with a line here either. Yeah, so that's basically how I do my foundation. It's not very hard. I just kind of throw on the foundation over some green stuff, and then my face turns out like this, very colorless and lifeless, but flawless. That should be my motto: colorless, lifeless, and flawless. So now what I'm going to do is take my white eyeshadow base from NYX, and this is just the eyeshadow base in the color white. And all I'm going to do is take one of these brushes that are more flat and just kind of scoop some of this out of here. And then do little lines like this in the area that you want to conceal and or highlight. I mean, same diff, right? This is to cover up more of the under eye stuff. And now what I'll do is take my actual concealer, because I like to highlight and conceal at the same time, don't judge me. And I'm just gonna make sure that I put it over the areas where I put the green, specifically right on top of where the redness is, just to give it that little extra bit of coverage to make sure that nothing comes popping out. That sounds like a nip slip or something. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna take this little smaller brush. I'll show you guys a little comparison. This is the foundation brush and this is the smaller brush. By the way, happy 1 year to me and my boyfriend. It's our 1 year anniversary and I'm super duper happy about it because that means we've been together for a year and we haven't broken up. So that's kind of what the 1 year means. Yeah. When you've been for someone with them for 6 o'clock logic, 7 o'clock, my bad. When you've been with someone for a year, you probably know a lot about them that I don't think really anyone else would know. So that's also a plus when it comes to being with someone for a year. So now all I'm doing is tapping out / kind of patting the concealer, the really white eyeshadow base. I'm just kind of blending it in. All this does is to help conceal more of the under eye dark areas, which as you get older, you start getting because you go to this thing called college sometimes, not everyone. And you get really tired a lot. So the last thing that I do is I like to set all this stuff with a powder foundation, and this is by CoverGirl, I believe. Yes, it's by CoverGirl in the color Ivory. Surprise, surprise. So I'm just gonna wipe some of that onto this provided padded sponge thing, and I'm just going to pat this all over my face, and this takes away a lot of the shine. Some people prefer their foundation to look more dewy and shiny, but I actually prefer mine to be more matte, just because I like the way it looks, and you can add shine to it later by highlighting and all that. Now this makeup is more for just a natural look. If you just want to do this and then add eyeliner and mascara and lipstick and stuff, you could do that. Or you could take it a step further and contour if you'd like, which I will be holding a video for that in the future. And this is the finished look. This is what my face looks like when it's been foundationed. And you can see the big difference between when I woke up with makeup still left on my face and to right now. If I'm ever doing a video where I think you'll need to put foundation down first, whether it's a special effects video or just a makeup video, I will probably leave a link to this video in that section of the description. You guys are beautiful. I'm glad my beauties and beasties are always here because I'm always here, and I love you guys and you guys are great. So why are there so many garbage trucks? There should be one. I don't understand. So that's it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.